Now, from WYDC TV, this is Big Fox News at 10.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Anna Manuel. Watkins Glen International Speedway is gearing up for a doubleheader this weekend. Our Maggie Hall went up there to give us a sneak preview of what we can expect to see this weekend.
It's almost race weekend, and the folks here at Watkins Glen International Speedway are gearing up for not one, not two, but 3 races. Here's a look into what you can look forward to from this upcoming race weekend.
Yeah, well, we have an ARCA race that happens on Friday. Which will be, like if you're looking at like baseball, it's like the single A, right? It's those up and coming drivers, names you'll be talking about in 10 years, and they'll race on Friday. And then Saturday, you have the NASCAR Xfinity Series race, which are those next Cup drivers, those next stars, and they always put on a great show. And then Sunday, the big show, the NASCAR Cup Series. We have 2 races left until the NASCAR playoff, and this will be an important race to decide who gets in and who doesn't. So a lot of storylines rolling into the weekend as we get ready to run at the Glen.
Campers are already rolling in for the week and race weekend. Joe Giardina has been coming to the NASCAR races here at Watkins Glen for over 10 years and has had this camping spot for 5 of them.
Been at this spot for 5 years, and we've been at other spots around the track. Prior to that, probably 6 or 7 years before that.
Awesome.
And I used to come here with my son as a child and my father-in-law back when my son was a baby. We've been coming here on and off for quite a while. I'm feeling great. We look forward to it when we leave on Monday to come back next year.
Watkins Glen may be looking at a full sellout of the track for the 8th year in a row.
Well, I think really it's most importantly, if you haven't gotten your tickets yet, get them today, theglen.com. We've had 7 consecutive sellouts here at Watkins Glen, which is remarkable. Looks like we could potentially get to an 8th, so make sure you're getting your tickets today to not miss any of the action this weekend.
Big Fox News will continue to bring you coverage of the action at Watkins Glen International Speedway. Maggie Hall, Big Fox News, Watkins Glen.
The body of a missing 20-year-old was found in the city of Hornell. Alexis E. Watson was recently reported missing from Greece, New York, near Rochester. The cause of Watson's death is unknown. She was found deceased in a home on East Main Street in the city of Hornell. Authorities tell us her last known address was on John Street in Hornell. Watson's body was sent to the medical examiner's office in Binghamton to be evaluated. An investigation into her death is still ongoing. Painted Post has been awarded state funding to develop manufacturing land in the village. Painted Post will receive $36,000 in state funding for a 45-acre site to make it shovel-ready. These funds will allow the village to prepare the land for future developers to come in and easily build on it. The site is located along West Water Street. The Elmira Police Department is trying to identify the person in this photo in connection with a larceny investigation. Police say this person stole merchandise from the Dollar General on South Main Street. If you know the identity of this person, please contact the Elmira Police Department. The Elmira Police Department is also asking for help in identifying the people seen in this photo. Police say these people were using a stolen credit card when the photo was taken. If you know the identity of either person, please contact the Elmira Police Department. Fresh off his 4th indictment, former President Trump will have no choice but to split his time between courtrooms and the campaign trail. And all of this legal drama has apparently divided Americans, according to new polling out today, with Republicans still standing behind him, but trouble brewing in a general election. Caroline Shively reports from Washington.
Former President Donald Trump continues to rail against the 4 criminal indictments against him, calling the case in Georgia a witch hunt by an out-of-control and very corrupt district attorney in a flurry of posts on his Truth Social platform. According to a new poll out Wednesday morning, whether you agree with him is largely based on your politics. An AP NORC poll conducted before charges in Georgia were filed Monday shows 53% of Americans approve of the Justice Department indicting Trump. Broken down by party, that's 85% of Democrats and 16% of Republicans.
It just illustrates the fact that our justice system is dividing America right now, and that's not a good thing for our country.
Trump has also posted videos where a narrator reads a poem over flattering videos of the former president.
If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools.
Trump skeptics and defenders are also hitting the airwaves.
I think the day he walks into a courtroom, 15 million people will volunteer to be surrogates campaigning for Trump. I think people are now so angry at what is such. I mean, the Atlanta situation was an absurdity.
We can't normalize this conduct. I mean, this has never happened before in this country, ever, where you had a candidate for president of the United States conduct himself in this way.
Trump and the 18 other defendants in the Georgia case have until noon next Friday to turn themselves in for booking at the Fulton County Courthouse. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.
The death toll now tops 100 in Maui, more than a week after the deadliest wildfire in modern American history. Jake Karalexis has more on what may have caused this fire.
Search teams and cadaver dogs still combing through areas scorched by Maui's wildfires. The death toll here now passing 100 people. A mobile morgue arriving on scene as officials begin the process of identifying the dead. They're asking people on the island to give DNA swabs to help locate loved ones. Emergency responders from across the country have deployed to help with the rescue efforts.
If they need more, we'll send more. So if they ask us for more people, more equipment, whatever it is that they need.
Since these fires began, more than 2,200 structures have either been damaged or destroyed. State officials say hundreds of hotel rooms and vacation rentals are becoming available for those in need of housing. But more than a week after the fires broke out, folks here say they're frustrated with the speed of the government's response.
The frustration lies with our government. We've always had to fight what we had before over here. You know, I don't know why, because we bring in so much money.
As the island tries to make sense of the devastation, developers have been reportedly contacting fire victims, asking to buy their damaged properties. Hawaii Governor Josh Green says he's considering a moratorium on land sales.
I will not be allowing anyone to build or rezone or do anything of that sort if they've taken advantage of anyone here. Rebuilding will be for our local people.
President Biden will travel to Maui on Monday to meet with first responders and survivors. On the island of Maui, Max Gordon, Fox Weather.
Still ahead, we have your complete forecast. Plus, dogs trained to detect the COVID-19 virus and its variants are able to do so in seconds and with the same level of accuracy as an at-home COVID test. How researchers believe this could stop the spread of the virus and save lives.
Here's your local stock market update from Big Fox. Now, your Twin Tiers forecast from Big Fox.
Good evening and happy Wednesday. Yesterday, we had some decent downpours within some of those scattered thunderstorms in the late evening hours where we were showing anywhere from a half an inch to even an inch of accumulation. And adding that up with some of those early Tuesday morning showers, the Elmira Corning area ended up with almost 1.5 inches of the precipitation for Tuesday, bringing that 5-day total to 2.25 inches. And there's still more rainfall that will be added on to our near future forecast here before we talk about some drying. Now, we did start to work in some areas of some of that sunshine today, still some of those sporadic showers with that gloomier fall-like feel. And we'll see that continue here through the overnight, passing cloud cover, but due to light winds and cooling conditions, there will be again that development of some morning fog. So as mentioned, always keep those headlights on and take it easy on the gas out the door. Now, we'll head into a largely dry day, definitely more areas of sunshine expected, a little bit warmer, but we'll see that potential is going to fuel up some isolated thunderstorms as there is a little bit of instability ahead of a frontal system that is expected to bring more widespread rainfall into our Friday morning, where Friday is going to then stay like we did today. Sporadic showers, gloomy skies, and some gusty winds as this cold front is going to make a quick departure as a high pressure system is going to nestle its way into the area, which is going to allow for some relief with some brighter and warmer conditions in store. So as we head into our Thursday, expect is, mentioned a largely dry day, high temperatures into those mid-80s, a little bit of humidity there with that southerly wind. Now that southerly wind bringing a little bit of that moisture, a little bit of instability with some daytime heating, that could pop up a few of those isolated storms. So as we roll through that forecast, you'll see that by the afternoon, you start to signal a few of those showers and thunderstorms sliding through the area. That continues through the overnight, and then there's that rich frontal system that will drop in and bring some of those showery conditions around, and a few rumbles of thunder will be possible, as well as that low is going to move on through the region and then pull that frontal system out. So with us lingering underneath that gloomy sky, starting off with some shower activity, continuing some thunderstorms into the afternoon, that is going to keep temperatures cooler than normal, even 60s there up through Wayland, 72 into Bath to 76 into Elmira, so keeping us about 5 to 10 degrees below normal. Now it is also going to be breezy, which that makes for even a little bit more of a cooler feel with that cold front moving on through, so getting 20 to 30 mile per hour gusts. So Friday, definitely not a great outdoor day, but the good news is that there is plenty of it expected into the weekend. Still a little bit more on the comfortable side, especially starting off the day into those lower 50s on Saturday, but sunshine brings us improvement to slightly cooler than normal conditions. Then we're back to normal on Sunday with sunshine and a high of 86 degrees, and we'll continue that warmth into Monday. By Monday night, there will be a weak frontal system passage that we'll watch to bring some cooler conditions into the middle of the week.